Now this is what I was showing you all. I guess you all have not seen this slide, right? So you should always, whenever you are writing the email body, first introduce yourself. The font should be simple. Font size should be legitimate so that you can see, and it is easy to read. Okay, and you should use a professional closing line. Okay, and a signature should be included. Please keep these things in your mind while writing professional emails. It is very, very, very important, because otherwise, you are writing to someone whom you don't know and whom you are not related in any ways. So they are strangers, and at the same time they are your professional acquaintances. So when you are dealing with your professional acquaintances, you have to be very, 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 very careful. Otherwise, you would miss upon professional relationships, because people may not like you for small mistakes. So for that reason, you have to be very, very, very careful. Are you all understanding? So please be very mindful of these facts, okay? When you're writing emails, please be very mindful, okay? Yeah. Then always keep it a practice. Please, if you're not using it now, put it as a practice now. Proofread your email and spell check your email. Check your email for grammar, grammatical errors, because these are all the things that loses upon the impression, and that creates a bad remark on your, in your relation with, in your professional relation with the other person. So you have to be very careful of these facts. Please be very proofread. Read your email once, twice, thrice. You read it and check, when if you are at the recipient end, how will you feel while you read this email? That is what you really need to check. Okay, so that is important. And your grammar needs to be checked. Okay, whether you're writing the perfect grammar. So this is what is the things which is very, very important when it comes to the email body. Next, closing lines for emails. What are the closing lines for emails? Okay, so we saw that the closing lines for email is very important. Okay, so it's the last thing that your audience will observe or see. Okay, that it is the finishing line. And it is a motivating factor. Okay, so how, and with this closing line, your recipient will decide how quick he or she has to respond to that email. Okay, so, I mean, as said here, the last line, it should not only share gratitude with the recipient for reading it, but also include a action. What do you want out of that email? What action that recipient has to do for you? What is the thing that you need from the recipient? That has to be mentioned in a closing line. See an example over here. Okay, see the example. Thank you for taking time. Thank you for taking time to review my resume and professional references. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Here are some common ways to end a professional email. See, best, sincerely, regards, kind regards, thank you, warm wishes, with gratitude, many thanks, respectfully. Full, all the email is complete, last line is over. After that, closing line is over. After that, you write this, the end. Okay, best. You can write best, sincerely, regards, kind regards, thank you, warm wishes, with gratitude, many thanks, respectfully. And some closing phrases which you should avoid is your friend, cheers, peace, thanks a bunch, chat soon, yours truly. All these are the things which you should really avoid. Okay. Now let's see 5 ways to end an email. How should you end an email? Okay. So this is how you close. These are the different ways of closing the email. So next time when you close an email, please put this in a practice, that you write thank you for considering me. I mean, whatever, depending upon the email that you're writing, depending on the situation in which the email that you're writing. Okay, thank you for considering me for this position. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, and whatever the salutation that you wish to apply, that the name, position, and phone number. This is the right way. Do's and don'ts of email writing. Okay, let's see the do's of email writing. You should have a clear subject line. I have been telling you this in my last session. I have nearly told you many times, right? Use a proper clear subject line. Use a proper salutation. Okay, opening an email with hi, hey might be okay for colleagues, friends, but it's not okay when you are talking to strangers, new people, new contacts. Okay, you should begin your email with respect, with a good salutation. Okay, like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, greetings of the day. These are some of the things that you should really use when you are speaking to people whom you really don't know and who are your professional acquaintances. Okay, are you understanding this? Okay, then next, proofread. This is what just now we said, right? Always please proofread. Please read your email before you send them. Please check for any spelling errors that is there. Please check for any grammatical errors that is there, and then only please send your emails. Okay, proofread and then only send your emails. Next, stay concise to the point. Keep it short and simple. Your email should not be too lengthy, because maybe the friend person may not have that much time to read. It should convey what you want to send in a very short and sweet manner. Okay, so emails are always meant to be brief as text messages. So but this is a formal and it's a quick means of communication. Okay, so if you find that your email is too big, please don't send such big emails. Just make it short and simple. Keep it to the point. Keep whatever you want, very clear and in a very understandable language. Don't use too many jargons. Okay, never use jargons in emails. Okay, keep calm when you get an email, and when the front person when you get an email while you are angry or in some other emotional state, please try to calm down yourself, and then only you write them. That means, if somebody has sent you a very harsh email, don't immediately go and reply that email. What you need to do is you need to calm yourself. Okay, then address to that person face to face if you need to. Okay, and don't write anything unnecessarily, because that might create complications in the future. Always keep your emails organized. So to keep your emails organized, you should always follow all these processes that we have discussed so far. Keep your emails organized. Okay, then after that, don't include humor and sarcasm in professional emails, please. If you want to attach something, please ensure that you are attaching it before you're sending the emails. Don't send emails that says that please find attached and the attachment is missing. That is not right. Okay? Whenever you get an email, at that particular point you do not have time to reply, but always ensure that you reply within 24 hours. Okay, leaving someone hanging out for so long time is not a good practice. Okay, so put it into a professional practice that you are sending someone. If you're not replying it now, keep it in your reminder and reply them within the next 24 hours. Okay. Then don't use emojis in emails, particularly in professional events. Never use emojis. Okay. And don't be negative while you're writing. Even if you have to write something, that you put it in a very positive manner, so that the front person does not get hurt or disappointed with whatever words you have chosen and whatever way you are writing it. Please don't do that. All right. Okay. Then don't forget the conversation closer. Conversation closer is very important. We saw that, right? Best regards, best, sincerely, many thanks to you, thank you. So the end of your email, that closing is very, very important. Okay, and never forget your signature. That should comprise of your whole complete name, then your designation, your phone number, your website if required. Okay, all this should be included in your signature. So don't assume that, never assume anything. Never assume that your recipient knows what you're talking about. So create a standalone note. So this means that no one-liners and no assumption kind of emails. Okay, include proper subject lines and make and whatever you're writing in the email body should be clear and concise, to the point, and in an understandable language. Okay. Do reply to all the emails. Okay, never, yeah. So do keep private material confidential. So if you're sending something which is very confidential, don't keep many people in the loop. Just send it to the person whom you're addressing it to. Okay. And if it is very too confidential, and if email is not the appropriate medium, please choose another medium in which this confidential material can be shared. All right. And don't overuse exclamation points in the email. See, this kind of exclamation points, overusing of exclamation points is not a good idea. Okay. And don't put anyone down in the email. Through emails, I mean, you might have seen organizations, what people do is, there is an email war that happens. So don't put anybody down using, harsh words. And now, yeah, yes, what is written as understood. Good. Yes. Any part you need me to explain it again, please let me know. Mhm. Understood, understood. Yes. Okay. This is how an email is written. Okay.